love me, yeah, they love me. First love yourself. For that, and God we trust me. I don't trust myself. Your jewelry, I get it took. No show.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Florida, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog Fantasy app. They will also match your first deposit up to $100, and you get a special pick when you sign up. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Sat Baby, along with your hosts, Mase and Cam.
What's up, killer?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Good. You look great, man. Good to see you on a Sunday morning, man.
Yeah, man. Praise the Lord. How you doing, Stat?
I'm doing great. I have a lot of leftovers, ready to eat the rest of them until I can. But it was a good week.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
That should go. Today is the day to go out, yo.
It's like the last. No, today's the last day.
You can't do Sundays. You tripping.
Today's the last day.
Plies put up a schedule for that shit. Today is you tripping. He said on Monday. He said Monday the hospital. Next Tuesday you die. Yeah, today you tripping. Go ahead.
I'm dead. Okay, well,
happy
the leftover. It's week 12 of football season. Very exciting. So let's start with some important games happening this afternoon. So first, let's start with the Chiefs versus the Raiders. Who do you see winning?
Well, I gotta go with Titletown. We gotta get this game back, and since we lost that heartbreaker to the Eagles, we got to win today. We can't fall behind, because we got to be able to win the playoffs and everything like that, and have a good season in the playoffs. What about you, Killer? I know you're gonna say something about the Chiefs.
No, listen. Chiefs are still, to me, top 3 football team in the league right now. Mm-hmm. But the Raiders, since they got their new coach, has been playing good. They lost last week, but they're still looking really good, and the Chiefs are coming off a loss. It'll be a real interesting game because it's an in-division game at the same time. So the Chiefs really do need to win this. That's a great point you made, to make sure they get good seeding in the playoffs. But the Raiders haven't looked half bad since they had their new coach. So it's going to be an interesting game. I'm going to go with the Chiefs, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders pulled off the upset anyway.
Yeah, so Taylor Swift, when you're watching this, go to the game. We need the Swiftie magic pause to win this game.
Because she ain't there, they don't win.
Yeah, when Kelsey is acting weird these days.
Yeah, listen, they had a whole thing on that. I forget who did the stat sheet, the yards, the touchdowns, etc. When she's there and when she's not there for Travis Kelce, and the fucking numbers was kind of crazy. The analytics for his football play is wild when she's there. Now, we make jokes and shit, but I don't know. He may want to make sure she's there. His numbers are way higher when she's there.
Yeah, she's like his blanket. Who was that in Charlie Brown or one of them? He needs his blanket.
Linus. Charlie Brown is old as fuck, bro.
You gotta bring that face back. When I said Charlie Brown, she said, "You just look like, what is that?"
I know niggas ain't go back. I think I know what you talking about. I hope he ain't talking about that. Charlie Brown started off in black and white, man. The original one.
Okay. The Eagles are first in the NFC East, playing the Bills, who are currently second in the AFC East. So who do you have winning for the Eagles versus the Bills?
Now, this is another interesting game because, listen, the Eagles on fire. I wouldn't bet against the Eagles right now at all because they know how to win close games. And they've been winning a lot of close games, but it looks like they're hitting their stride right now. But at the same time, it was a different type of joy pause on the Buffalo Bills faces last week when they came back off, a couple straight losses, fired their offensive coach, and now they looking like they in motion. I mean, Josh Allen was running in the end zone, giving everybody high fives during the timeouts. He wasn't even going to his head coach. He's going to talk to the new OC. It looked like they had a new thrill to play football, and this will be interesting because I really think the Bills need this game, especially how the Dolphins are playing in the division. So the Bills need to win this game. Will they win the game? I'm not sure, but both teams looked pretty good last week, so it'll be a good game.
Yeah. So even though Cam didn't answer the question, I'm going to answer the question. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Bills will win. This will be the game they, like Cam said, they need to win. And I just think that they're after proving that they belong. Sometimes you get to that place where you start playing yourself out of the conversation, and they really need this win to put themselves back in the conversation. Because even when you head towards the playoffs, it's about teams you beat and how you beat those teams. And if you're going to find yourself against some of these same teams, you need to start making it known that we can win on this level. So I'm going to go with the Bills over, even though the Eagles have been winning a lot of close games. They've been winning even when they didn't look good. So it's going against a lot, but I know Philadelphia fans will be mad at me, but right now I'm against Philadelphia and DJ Drama. So everything.
I would like to say I did answer the question, and you said everything. You said everything I said. You said, first of all, you said Cam didn't answer the question. Then you say, but like Cam said. And then at the end of your whole
You didn't say who was going to win.
I did. I said I'm going with the Eagles, but
okay, I didn't hear that.
Obviously you didn't. Then at the end of your whole soliloquy, you was like, I'm going to go with the Bills, but I don't want the Philadelphia fans to be mad at me. So
no, I said I'm going against the Philadelphia fans. You didn't hear me.
But you kept going. If you want to just say the Bills, stop apologizing to people.
I learned that from OJ. OJ, if you watching this, I took that scheme out of your bag.
Yeah, you making a pick, and then you just go on all this apology shit with the whole shit. Stay strong, my nigga. Stay strong, B.
That's how OJ did it. OJ, he give you this whole soliloquy about why they won't win, but then say the other team is going to win, so he cover all his bases.
Yeah, we'll see the juice tomorrow. Pause.
So, quick follow-up question. If the Bills don't win this game, do you see them being a lost cause?
I definitely do. I could just answer that in a one-statement answer. I definitely see that because after what happened last year, right, even the catastrophic thing that happened on the field, I would think the Bills would be more playing with more emotion. Like right now, they found that emotion, like Cam said earlier, but I would think this whole year they would have devoted that to that. You know, when something happened with a person on the team, normally a team rallies around that and want to win for this person because, you know, the timeline doesn't say he'll be around a long time, especially with that kind of thing that happened. I don't even know what to call it, but I think it's a lost cause because if they lose now, the Dolphins is only going to get better. The Chiefs are going to get better. Everybody that they're running neck and neck with, or not neck and neck with, but everybody they're running against is only going to get better. So the window they have this year, they won't have that window next year. And sometimes people think that because they're so close. Like, we came in second next year. No, next year you'll be number 9. But Cam, what do you think?
You a wild nigga, man. That's what I think, man. You're a wild nigga. Look, man, is it over? I don't even think it's over for them this year. Because Mase didn't answer the question. And so you're saying it's over?
I said, right yes. Now. If they don't win this year, it's over for them because every other team is going to get that much better.
So let me just clear for the question, Stat. Is it win this year or win this week?
I was thinking this week. Do you feel like they're a lost cause?
Okay, that's what I'm saying, this week. Oh. So you're more referring to the season, right?
Oh, yeah, I was more so referring to the season.
You was referring to next year. You start saying they'll be number 9 and all this other crazy shit, and we was only talking about this week.
I think
But
futuristic. That's why y'all got me here.
I ain't mad. I knew that was coming for us. I threw you the alley-oop for that. Yo, Nick, you always picking your nose on the broadcast, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, Nick, that's
nasty ass nigga. Come on, man.
Nasty
You was
Nick
doing
from
that
the
shit
Garbage
yesterday,
Pail
man.
Kids.
Yeah, nigga, the nigga story and nasty, nigga.
Why you blowing me up, bro? They don't know that. They don't know that. It's for your eyes.
Yo, fam, we lucky it's hard to work like this, man. This is crazy. Get you some
Nick.
tissue at least.
Get
Man.
off
Get
the
out of
camera.
here, bro.
Get my pants. Get
That's
my
wild, man.
Goodness, Nick.
That's God damn, bro. No, he did it yesterday. I'm trying to ignore it.
And then the week before that, he got on camera naked.
Yeah, that nigga comfortable in his house, man. That nigga
Nick got an OnlyFans. Nick naked on camera.
That nigga Nick, when he home, that nigga home, boy, he comfortable. Look, as far as it being over, look, I'm not sure if it's gonna be over for the Bills if they don't win this week. Look, we probably have about 6, depending on how many games you played already, 5 or 6 games left, and there's a lot of teams that's 6-5, 6-4, 5-5, 7-3. It only takes a 2 to 3 week spin around for certain teams to get in the playoffs and certain teams to be out the playoffs. If they lose today, I think their playoff chances are getting slim. But as far as it being over for them, I'm going to say no, because the Bills do have playoff experience. And if they could sneak in the playoffs and get Mace's favorite word this last couple of weeks, a wild card, I wouldn't count them out. Because of the playoff experience they have. So to answer the question, no, I'm not counting them out yet, even if they lose this game this week.
Okay. Now, the Ravens are first in their division playing the Chargers. Who do you have winning this game?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I can see that game going either way. I mean, I know the Ravens should win it, but I could definitely see that game going either way. Who would you say, Cam?
I kind of agree with you. Look, the way the football season seems, outside of the Philadelphia Eagles, every time you think a team has some momentum, something happens. And right now, it seems like the Ravens have great momentum. Lamar Jackson's playing good. He hasn't had many 400-yard game breaking out, but he's doing enough running-wise and passing-wise for them to win. He's got Odell Beckham Jr. making sightings of him again. Look, they're in stride, and they're looking really good. But this season, every time a team looks like they hit that stride, like I said, outside of Philly, they lose the game. So I'm going to go for the upset and say that the Chargers are going to win this game.
And just for the record, I'll say the Ravens. Be more.
Okay. Browns versus Broncos. Can Russell Wilson lead his team to a win this time? What do we think?
Yeah. What you think Ohio gonna do with Russell Wilson? I mean, they still got good defense, so the
number one defense. Actually.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Sierra on this one. I'm going with Sierra and Russell on this.
What I will say is this: I'm not sure exactly what's the dynamic of what's going on in the locker room, but it seems like Sean Payton and Russell Wilson are starting to be on the same page, and it may have took them 8 or 9 weeks to get there, but it seems like they're also hitting their stride. As far as Cleveland, they have great defense. I'm not sure what this backup quarterback's going to do, but they are 7-3, so I think this is an important game for them as well, because look, if Baltimore does lose and they win, now they're tied for first place in the division. So I think I'm going to go with Denver because I think they're hitting their stride. They figured something out, and Cleveland doesn't have Deshaun Watson, so that's my pick. And I will say this, ever since this Russell Wilson, he's been kicking ass because he said his skills fell off and don't blame it on Sierra and everything else. And ever since that episode 3 or 4 weeks ago, he's been kicking ass. So I don't know if this is because of Sean Payton, the chemistry, the camaraderie, the brotherhood that goes on in the locker room and on the football field, or I don't know if this is Stat trying to call niggas out and niggas was like, don't try to play me.
Yeah, this is on Stat. This is Stat. You gotta eat your words, Stat. Sierra heard you loud and clear. He said, baby, go out there and get them touchdowns.
Yeah, first of all, Stat said, stop blaming it on Sierra. His skills have diminished, and he's not the player that he once was. Let's just face it.
How do you feel, Stat? How do you feel to be wrong, Stat?
I'm okay with being wrong because at least he's proving himself, but it's still a little bit early just because he's better for these next games. I still have to see what happens in the end. So I'm not.
I agree with that.
I agree
with that. No, I agree with that. Now nigga could go in a 3-game winning streak, look great, and then stink it up the next 4 or 5. I think it's a small sample size, but right now it's on you, Stat, until further notice. The Russell Wilson is playing good.
Yeah. So when we go, it is what it is. We got to put Stat picture by Russell Wilson in 4-0 since Stat spoke.
Yo, first of all, let me tell all you Stat baby fans out there something real quick. Don't come in my comments with that bullshit, man. I'll tell you that right now. I'm blocking you niggas. And I don't care what you think, nigga. A couple people been in my comments talking about, y'all niggas need to stop leaning on Stat about Miami and all that. Yo, let her like who she like. Y'all from New York, y'all be D-Riding up there too. I'm like, D-Ride? Hey, yo, my nigga. I caught myself and just blocked niggas. I say, yo, my man, who the fuck? He talk about stop pressing her nigga act like we was leaning on her with a gun. I like, yo, stop liking Miami. Like I seen I blocked like 3 niggas behind her. Yo, y'all niggas tripping. Y'all go on her page with that. I'm blocking y'all niggas if it ain't no LOL or nothing behind it. I'll take it with an LOL or a laugh face emoji. If it's nothing behind that, get the fuck out of here, man. We gonna press up about Miami when we want to, man.
And just so they know, I'm okay with it, y'all. We're supposed to debate. We're supposed to debate, but I respect y'all for always trying to stick up for me. Okay. Moving along to the Jaguars versus the Texans. I'm gonna call this the CJ Stroud versus Trevor Lawrence showdown. Who do you got?
Well, me, I'm gonna go with Ohio. At the end of the day, the Texans, we looking good. Then look, it's Ohio against Florida. What you want to do? I know it's the Texans from your hometown. Both of y'all hometown.
I gotta go with CJ, but I love Jacksonville.
This is what you've been doing all morning. All morning. I gotta go with this, but I love this person. hey, man, I love you, but I gotta go with you. And don't be mad at me. Yo, where the niggas get choke niggas out at? Where that nigga at? You know what? My bad. It's Sunday. I'm bugging. It's Sunday. You gotta be.
It's Sunday. I gotta be diplomatic on.
Yeah. I'm not mad at you for that. but more the story is if Jacksonville loses this game, they're tied with Houston for first place. So this is a very important game for both teams. Because Houston wins, they're gonna be tied for first. Jacksonville loses, it's a tie. I think Jacksonville needs to win this game so that they can be 2 games ahead of Texans in our first place. Like I said, we're winding down, coming close to the playoffs. It doesn't matter what your record is. If you win the division, you're automatically in the playoffs. So it's important for Jacksonville to win.
Yeah. So that means Lawrence got to let his hair down. Pause.
It's a serious game, man. Playoff implications as well. So we'll see.
I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to go for the Jaguars because Trevor Lawrence, if you know, and if you are in Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence gave the Jags hope that we never had before when he brought us to the playoff round last year. It was one of those things that's like, yo, Jacksonville was doing so bad for so many years and he finally gave us that spark. I think it's going to be a good, tough game. I think CJ Stroud's going to be able to get a lot of passes in. But I think it'll be a little bit close, but I could see the Jaguars taking it at the end if there's not silly mistakes and interceptions on Jacksonville's side. But we'll see.
I think it's amazing that even this early in his career, we're putting him paws neck and neck at every game with every quarterback. I think that's crazy. Like, it's almost like how Mahomes was. Like, that first year is just, you got him right there the whole time.
My thing is with both of you guys, it really amazes me, and I know people can't see Nick, and I know Nick knows, but that just says he gave us hope. Now it's us. Yo, us is wild. Us is wild, yo. No, because Trevor Lawrence, he gave all of us hope. And stuff that we and us is wild. Gave us hope. And then, we could just, what part of Florida is y'all from, all of y'all? Both of y'all.
It's like Ohio. It's a whole Florida thing,
Gave us,
whether it's
us and we is wild.
No, listen, I was thinking about this because even when we was talking yesterday about Penix, Penix is from Tampa, so it's a Florida thing. These Heismans are coming out of Florida, and the championship coming back to Florida with Carson Beck and the Dogs. It's just it's a Florida thing,
So now the championship's coming back to Florida and not Georgia. You're wild, bro. You're wild. You're wild, bro.
No. I'm saying the quarterback is from Florida, so even in Georgia,
you just said the championship, bro. You just said
I know because he's the quarterback.
Okay, so you say the quarterback from Georgia's from Florida.
Yeah, he's from Jacksonville.
Got you. My bad. I misunderstood. I thought you were saying a Florida team is going to win the championship. My bad. I misunderstood. Yeah. I just don't know where you guys are from, a part of Florida. Because my thing is
just like CJ Stroud.
Listen,
you giving him to Ohio.
Certain parts of Florida don't fuck with other parts of Florida. So don't sit and act like it's some camaraderie shit. You got niggas like, I'm from Dade County. Don't compare me to no other county. Then you got niggas from Broward County like, I'm from Broward County. Then you got niggas, Duval. Y'all niggas are separated. It's not togetherness like that. For y'all two, it's togetherness like that. Because it's convenient. Niggas, go to one of these counties and ask them about another county. Fuck them niggas. It ain't like that. But the guy, y'all have fun.
Yeah, I'm just here to oversee Florida, That'll make the internet really mad. You tell them that. I'm here to oversee Florida.
Now you want the Bush families. Bush members, now you oversee the whole state. You the governor. Get the fuck, this nigga wild, bro. You're a wild boy, man. All right, I'm cool. I just say because that we and us threw me off because I've never heard her say we or us pertaining to Jacksonville.
That's my hometown. Like, my family is like diehard Jags fan, but me and my dad are diehard Steelers fan. It's the difference. So I can claim for the city of Jacksonville, and they love when I shout them out. I can claim it for them, but I didn't, that's where I was born. That's where all my family is. So for the Jaguars,
the thing about it, that is this. And I ain't gonna blow you up, but at the same time, you couldn't even walk when you was in Jacksonville. You ain't starting the streets till you got to Tampa. You left Jacksonville when you was like 3.
Yes, that's what my family is.
Come on, that shit don't start.
Yeah, Stat, I was in Jacksonville longer than you, Stat.
That's family, though. But when's the last time you've been back, Mase? That's where my family is.
I was just there, Stat. Now, don't mess up this thing of ours,
When's the last time either one of you were in Jacksonville, actually?
In the summer. All of my family lives there. All of them.
I was just there.
Have you ever lived there?
Lived, no.
Besides the time, you keep trying to pump it like You slick. All my family.
Stat. I lived on Cassett Road, Stat. I lived there. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just know that at this point in my life, I go around not claiming Jacksonville, they're gonna be like, dang, so it's like that. You get to start doing stuff. Now all of a sudden you're not from Jacksonville. So I gotta
they definitely will kill you over that. They're like, yo, this nigga Mase.
Look, May said a street. Which street are you from, Stat? At least he knows what street he's from.
Well, it's different. My grandparents are in Orange Park, but my mom grew up in different areas. So like, yeah.
Wow, you don't even know a school, Jeff.
No, I do. My mom went to
you know what's crazy, Murder? What you gave her a DJ kick because now she's spinning. I said, what street? She said, well, Orange Park. But my mom, I said
Orange Park is not a street. It's an area.
I know it's the area. I don't know the exact street. I just get in the car when my parents go. Like, I don't know. Moving along, Steelers versus Bengals. Joe Burrow is out for the season. Do you think the Bengals can still win?
I'm not sure, man. Like I said, they had a long week, being that they played, I believe, last Thursday. So they had a long week to rest, and this new backup quarterback get the reps that he needs. I can't say that they're going to win, but I'll tell you after this game what it looks like for them the rest of the season. As for Pittsburgh, this is another team that's sitting 6-4. If they win and Cleveland loses, they become in a second place tie in the division. Well, they become tied for second place within the division. Like I said, it's a lot of teams close 1-2 games within each other, and I think we have about 6-7 weeks, depending on if you had a bye week or not left. So this game is very important for both teams. If I'm going to pick, I'm going with Pittsburgh because I don't know what this backup quarterback's going to look like. And I can tell you after the game what I think about the Bengals the rest of the season, being that Joe Burrow isn't coming back.
Yeah, I think the Pittsburgh Tomlin the coach is too good to lose to them without Joe Burrow. So I think this would be like a slap in the face to him. And I think Pittsburgh definitely is going to win.
I'm hoping Pittsburgh wins, but we're in a weird situation because we did just fire our offensive coordinator. And I think Mike Tomlin did that solely for the fact of he didn't want to mess up his winning record that he's had since being a coach. So if we lose, then that says a lot about our team and we have a lot of rebuilding to do. I'm not going to say we're going to win it because I just don't know with the Bengals. And we just don't know how Jake Browning, which is their backup quarterback, is going to perform. But I'm hoping we come out victorious on the Steelers side, but I don't know.
You don't think they're going to beat Jake Brown?
Jake Browning?
Yeah.
Do I think I don't know what to expect from him. I mean, same thing kind of happened with Brock Purdy when he was put in. We were like, okay, he's actually doing well. So it could be his redemption time. I don't know. So
might be the year to back up.
All I want to say is this, and I know you can't see me, but he's my only witness that Stat 2 segments in a row said we. If we're going to win, we're going to hope so, because in 5 hour head OC, yo, that's wild, Stat. Like, you got to, look, we throw a lot of shit at Mase for flip-flopping around all the time. This team to that team, and why he has a reason that's his team. And he lived in Oregon. He stayed in, he lived in San Diego, all type of shit. Stat. This shit is rubbing off on you, pause. And you're finding excuses for every time you say this is a team and you say we. Back up, you didn't even wait till another segment, but it's cool. The show's getting outlandish.
OJ jet lag. The OJ jet lag is everywhere. OJ jet lag is everywhere.
Well, in the comments, let me know what you guys think. And if you guys think I've been spinning it up, we're going to go to break. When we return, we will talk about Anthony Edwards' desire to make history. Don't go anywhere.
Pink horsepower.
She called this thing about toxic.
What's happening, baby? Baby, what's happening?
Why you walking like that?
That's how I walk.
And then like you come on breathing on me like that.
I fucking breathe to live.
And like You used to be dark skinned and now you act like hella light skinned.
Are you fucking blind? I'm dark skinned. What the fuck?
And then like look at your beard.
What the fuck is
Your
wrong with
beard
my
looks
beard?
stupid.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I don't even like it. The way you breathe in all of that.
Has this ever happened to you? Your girl seems to be mad, angry, upset. She's frustrated. It's only one way to handle that. Pink horsepower.
No,
But your breath,
remember?
but your breath is really refreshing.
No.
I'm just trying to give you a massage. Plus, have I told you how good your beard looks lately? It looks so good.
No.
It looks-
PHP. It works every time.
Wait, where you going?
Welcome back. So let's get into our underdog fantasy picks of the day. Sunday night, the Ravens will play the Chargers. Underdog fantasy has Lamar Jackson at 1.5 passing touchdowns. Do you have him higher or lower?
Higher, put some respect on Jackson's name. Come on, of course he's gonna have more than that.
Same nigga you said need an agent. Yeah, I'm higher, man. Higher. Try to play
Mother's
him.
love, a mother's love, killer.
Say what you want to say,
Mother's
man.
love.
Everybody's seen it.
A mother's
I
love.
know you know that people can see you when you do this, man. You know people can
There's
see,
nothing
right?
better than a mother's love, Cam.
You
A
said
mother
that
can be
man need an
anything.
agent. You
All
got
to all the black
275.
women out there,
You can
to all the
sit there and
black
say the
mothers out
soliloquy
there
you're about to
that
say.
had to be
You said that man
fathers,
need an
that had to
agent,
be
man.
counselors, that had to be agents, that had to be big brothers, right, Stat?
What you don't want to do, you can't. No, you can't fuck. You can't fuck with murder. You can't fuck with murder on the Sunday.
For real.
First of all, don't try to battle him on Sunday mornings. Let him win. So you can't win.
Okay. Odell Beckham Jr. is at 3 receptions. Do you have him higher or lower?
I'm gonna go lower. They haven't really been targeting him like that. He's been having these 1 or 2 catch games and just going for extra 30, 40 yards after the run. So I'm gonna go lower.
Me too. Pause. I'm gonna go lower.
All right. And Justin Herbert is at 23.5 completions. Do you have him higher or lower?
I'm gonna go higher.
Let me see. Yeah, they saying higher. I'm gonna go higher.
Okay. Make sure to download the Underdog Fantasy app and you can make your picks too. Let's get into Anthony Edwards. The Timberwolves star believes he can be the first player to be in the NBA and NFL. So he believes it, but do you believe it?
He believes he could do it at a high level. He didn't just say he could be the first person to play. He think he could do it on a great level. He actually even went as far as saying he wants to pursue this after he wins a championship. So I don't know how long he got in his time schedule to win a championship. I think he's a phenomenal athlete and phenomenal player. Shout out to you, Anthony Edwards, and trying to be like Dion. I really appreciate it. But to say after he win a championship, how long you think it is before they win a championship, Cam? The Minnesota Timberwolves. Yeah.
They're not on schedule. Listen, they looking good this year. Championship? I don't know. Listen, man, there's been a lot going on in sports, period, outside the Philadelphia Eagles looking very consistent. That anything seems like it happened. And Denver as well. You know, Denver is definitely in their way, especially when Jamal Murray is there. He's been out, but he's they're everybody's way on the West, Denver until further notice. Listen, I'll say this, you know, everybody thought LeBron may play football. You know, Jerry Jones was teasing it. LeBron was teasing on IG. I remember him dunking over the goalpost saying it's going to be his first touchdown celebration and everything else. What I will say is this, that Anthony Edwards, and I don't know if he'll ever win a championship, but what I'll say is that this must be very serious, that he must be able to play in the NFL, because one of the things is this, that in his contract, once it kicks in, his extension next year, he's not allowed to play in any other professional sports. If that's in his contract, that means he might have the ability to play in other professional sports. And the Minnesota Timberwolves don't want to spend that kind of money, and he could go out and play football and potentially injure himself and not be able to play basketball on that level. If he wasn't that, these teams know what your habits are. They have people follow you. They know what you do. They know what they're getting into before they give you this kind of money. Like Jason Williams, or he may change the name to Jay Will now. Comes out of Duke. I'm not sure if he was first player or not. Chicago Bulls get him. He's supposed to be the next coming to Michael Jordan. They give him Michael Jordan's locker. The Bulls treat him good. In his contract, he gets his money except for if anything happens to him on a motorcycle. Now, how is this in the contract? It didn't say in his contract you can't play other professional sports. His contract said, if anything happens to you pertaining you on a motorcycle, you will not get your money. And that's what happened. That's how he ended his career, in a motorcycle accident. I actually seen him crying about it on ESPN a few times during commentary when he was on a particular show. So that was really tough for him. But back to Anthony Edwards, if he wasn't good enough to play in any other professional sports, that wouldn't be in his contract. Because you got to think about it. Imagine him saying, yo, guys, I'm going to go try out for the NFL. Go ahead, nigga. Yeah, go ahead. Go try out for the NFL. See how that works out for you. No, for this to be in his contract, I think it's very much serious that he could play professional sports, whether it be NFL or something else. I'm not sure what else he was good in coming out of college, but this is very serious, this in your contract. Secondly, I don't know if it ever happens if he has to win a championship to do it, especially with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Not saying they can't do it. It just doesn't look scheduled anytime soon.
Yeah. He played football growing up until he switched over to basketball. And one of the things you can look for, like in all of the Georgia athletes, that's why I was able to ask that guy about track. One of the guys that, like most of the guys that are very fast, I mean, it's common sense, they were also probably track athletes. But when you see somebody explosive like Anthony Edwards, LeBron, AI, all of them have a football background. That's where their vertical comes from a lot of times. So I think they already knew that, just like you said, and that's why they put that in the contract.
Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel explains the story of how he met his wife. So when he used to coach another team, one of his running backs was dancing with a girl, and he told the player, listen, you're not dancing with her anymore, or you're not playing with this team next year. Then McDaniel starts dancing with her. Eventually, 4 years later, they are now married. So thoughts on him sharing that story and just the meeting to begin with?
You talking about using your power, pause, like at a time like this, that's not a good story. Niggas using their power to take girls and yo, how much hating is that, Killer? Or is it just I got a better plan for her? Which one is it?
That shit is some wild ass hating, because now look, what if the GM tells you that while you dancing with her?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not, you ain't gonna dance with her no more, you fired tomorrow. It trickles down.
Yeah.
You trickle down.
Right.
It trickles down. What I take from her is I go back to the movie Scarface. She don't want to fuck with the help. So whoever's the next notch up, she might leave you for the GM, might leave the GM for the owner. Listen, this girl left the running back because he said, yo, You ain't playing, nigga. If I don't dance with her, married her, have kids with her, it's fucked up on her part as well. I'm gonna say both of them is wilding, but I think that's wild sucker shit that coach did that. Now look, sometimes it works out. It is what it is. I don't know how true the whole James Harden Kelly Oubre story is, but
Yeah.
if it is, it ain't coaching and players, kind of player to player. But hey, sometimes it works out. They build a family.
What
That's
do
all
you,
I gotta say.
you think
As
about?
far as original hate, yeah, hate, cutthroat, sucker shit, motherfucking threaten your job and take your girl. Yo, it's whack. I don't like it.
And another thing is this. You got to think about moving forward when he marries her, when that player comes back over. Does he think he's still got a shot? Because she was dancing with me.
Because the whole thing about it at this point, you know, we don't really know because this wasn't when he was in the NFL. This is when he was with some other league. This has to disrupt the locker room. It has to disrupt management, ownership, everything. He probably was out of there before the season was over. Like, yo, this thing ain't gonna just take my shorty, bring it to the games, and tell me I'm not playing on top of that because we only know about the situation where he threatened not to play him unless he stopped dancing with her. We don't know what happened the rest of the season. He might not have been getting no burn. Shit might have been real a lot of fucking mental torture for him. We don't know. We gotta dig deeper into the story to find out how this played out.
Yeah.
Right. Moving along to the Spurs, although they got number 1 draft pick Victor Wembanyama, they have lost 11 straight games. How do you feel about that?
We got to stop building these people up. You know, this is what the NBA been doing for years. At least since I've been watching basketball. And it used to be dope because the stars would always show up when they needed to show up, and players would also play the game. Like when you advertise it, I hate doing this shit because I remember niggas did to me and I was like, damn, niggas sound old, but I just can't help it because I've seen it. When the NBA markets is a spectacular event. Michael Jordan, spectacular event. Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, spectacular. The Pistons, spectacular. John Morant, when you tell me you got new John Morant, you tell me you got Zion, you know LeBron James when he came, Carmelo Anthony. They promote these stars, and you anticipate wanting to see the stars. So when you got Zion out for over 100 games in 3 seasons, it's disappointing. When you got John Morant, he's injured from time to time, and then you start the year off with a 25-game suspension is disappointing. And a lot of people want to come see these stars. Back to the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama is not cheating the game, anything like I said anybody else was. They're not saying injuries or cheating the game. He's just not living up to that superstar quality that we were expected to see. Mase made up a great point last time we talked about him. His numbers are saying that he's doing great, but the eye test as looking at a superstar isn't. I actually watched the game, and it was like, damn, bro. This last game the last game I watched, I should say, against Golden State, and Gary Payton Jr. punched this shit to the third row. Like, yo, why is Gary Payton Jr. punching his shit to the third row? Then a lot of times he's looking lackadaisical. I'm not sure if he's getting burnt out early to the point where Pop even had to call him and say, yo, what's going on? Before the game, Pop was there, just have fun, don't be too much stress. But the middle of the game, I think Pop's seen a lackluster performance. And I'm not talking about number-wise, I'm talking about effort-wise. His effort looked lackluster. And it's like I said, I don't know how they play in Paris or where he played at before this, but you could tell his effort is not there night in and night out for me. Not to be the superstar they're trying to make him to be.
Yeah, you made a lot of great points, especially the lackluster attitude. I think it's a difference for Wemby of being the hunted. You know, like when he was in the Paris League or wherever he was playing, he was more so the person hunting the NBA. Now that he's in the NBA, he's the hunted. He's the person that everybody wants to make their best game against. They want to show that he doesn't belong. And I think he gotta switch his mentality. Another thing that I saw with them losing 11 games, it's only 3 of those teams that they should have beat. They lost to, I got the list here, they lost to the Nuggets. I mean, they about to lose to the Nuggets, so that's going to make it 12 in a row. But since then, they lost to the Warriors, the Clippers twice, the Kings, the Thunder, the Heat, the Timberwolves. Nobody they should have beat in that list. They shouldn't have beat the Pacers, not even the Knicks. I mean, you could say they should have beat the Raptors or probably the Grizzlies, but other than that, they were not supposed to win any of those games. So I think that would be a unrealistic expectation of them, especially with the team that's on his roster. Now, who knows? They make the three-way trade and get Jordan Poole over there. They might be talking about something.
Yeah, I agree. That list you named is pretty much correct. Teams they shouldn't be, but effort is another thing for me. Just showing the lack of effort. Like I said, I haven't seen all the games you named, but against Golden State, it was terrible. It was really terrible.
Yeah.
And lastly,
he had about 26 points, but it was a 20. That's what I'll be talking about. When you get so many shot attempts and so much of the offense is going through you, you're taking a lot of offense away from other good players to get the numbers that you're getting. So I definitely agree with Cam on that.
and before we close the show, we got to talk about the NBA in-season tournament. So the bracket is finally formulating. The Lakers and the Pacers are undefeated in their games and have made it to the knockout round. So I have a list of some of the upcoming games. Most of them are on Tuesday. Kind of want to get you guys' prediction to close out. So one of the first ones, the Bucks versus the Heat. Who do you see winning?
The Bucks. Don't start that Miami stuff. Stat for real.
I'm going with the Bucks off the strength of Stat Baby fans telling me what I should and shouldn't do. The Bucks.
Okay. Hawks versus Cavs.
Oh, that's a goodie. That's a goodie. Donovan and homeboy versus Trey Young and Murray. But I gotta go ATL. Cam gonna go Ohio. You gonna go Ohio?
I'm definitely going Cleveland, man.
Shout out to Trey. Trey gonna have 40, and my young
turnovers.
boy gonna have 30.
Okay. Raptors versus Nets.
I don't think I care about that game.
I mean, I don't even know who playing besides Dennis Smith Jr.
Yeah, my bad. Dennis Smith Jr. We going with the Nets.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dennis Smith.
Okay. Hornets versus Knicks.
Oh, I'm going Hornets.
I'm going with the Knicks. Knicks aren't looking half bad this year. No, don't get crazy, y'all. Don't get crazy, Knicks fans.
And the young goat. They got the young goat.
You say that shit. You say, yo, the Knicks looking good. Yeah, Cam see us. He sees yo, relax.
Look at Tito and look at Sin going crazy. He gonna take this clip and repost it. I'm going with LaMelo. Them they got the young boy back. They got the gangster rapper back and Miles Bridges. They got the young GOAT. They looking good. I'm going with LaMelo Ball on them.
Okay. The Bulls versus the Celtics.
Celtics.
Okay. There's 3 more. The Thunder versus the Timberwolves.
That's a goodie. I'm going with Antman. Antman, when you dunk on them, do what Killer said. Take the shoe off, man. Go viral.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this is a goodie. I'm actually gonna sit down and watch this game. I wanna see Ant-Man against Shea. So I'm gonna go with the Timberwolves, but I told you last time, this is another situation. I'm not gonna say it's Steph Curry, but you know niggas is like Antman is one of them niggas. Antman be like, yo, he think he's first team all NBA. This is a battle of egos right here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna actually sit down and watch this game in entirety. Even if we're working and not working, I'm gonna record the game because I want to see niggas' attitude. But I'm gonna go with the Timberwolves for now.
Okay. The Rockets versus the Mavs.
The Mavs, huh? Dallas, you crazy? Kyrie, shout out to Sham God and Kyrie and Luka, the Disney assassin.
I smell an upset, man. I think Dallas is a better team. I think this is an in-state game, and I think that the coach for I want to say his name wrong, Neil Long, baby father, and all that, is going to amp them niggas up to win this
He did
game.
a great job with Van Fleet and them.
Yeah, and they doing them. Look, they got on Green down there. He just won a championship. They got some good veterans. Look, they got down there. They got good veterans, and they got people with shit to prove. Look, we got niggas clowning niggas for their off-season activities, missionary position, and all that. Then like I said, the coach got something to prove. You got championship credibility with Green. You got Dylan Brooks down there just being Dylan Brooks.
And they got Van Fleet, right?
Yeah, another champion. So I think they have a good balance down there. I'm gonna think they're gonna pull the upset off. Do I think that Houston is better than Dallas? Absolutely not. But I'm going with Houston for this game.
That was very OJ-ish, Cam.
Look, I'm just following protocol for this show. Is this what y'all doing? This is what y'all doing. I'm
just following protocol.
Protocol. That's it, man. That's all I'm doing.
One of the last games is the Warriors versus the Kings.
I'm gonna go with the Kings. I think they're starting to play very good basketball. Warriors caught them early in the season. I don't think they want to lose again. I think that the Warriors don't win this. The Kings are one of them teams that kind of want to win this in-season tournament just to say that they got something underneath their belt moving forward. Pause. But I think that by the time the real playoffs come around, if they have to match up again, Steph Curry and them will be ready. This week, I'm going with the Kings over Golden State.
Yeah, I'm going with the Kings as well. I was gonna say I never thought I'll see the day where I would say that Monk is as productive as Klay Thompson. Klay, if you're listening to this, it's time, bro. It's time. It's time to get in your bag. Because right now, niggas is saying you and Monk is on the same level right now. Not where you used to be today. Niggas is putting Monk past you, Klay. And I don't like that for you. I'm serious. I don't like that for you. So I will put the Kings past them. And I think if they beat them this time in the playoffs, they're going to beat them again. Because last year they were very close to beating this Golden State team. And that's with Poole and everybody else. So I think this year is a breakout year for the Kings. And they're going to do something about it. That we're going to see the Warriors break up this year if Klay don't get it together.
Yeah, Monk running around dunking on niggas, all type of shit.
Yeah.
He been acting real stupid, man. It ain't just the De'Aaron Fox show. Monk really been acting crazy. He been taking off on niggas. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I thought about that. I said, I never thought I'd say this, but I got Monk a little past Klay right now.
Look, even when I watched Golden State against the Spurs, it was a stretch where Klay missed 5 straight shots. One of them shoot the 3, miss. They get the offensive rebound, pass it to him, shoot, miss again, go to the other end of the court. He comes back down, tries to shoot a left, miss it. I was like, damn, he needs to pass the ball, and I wouldn't say that usually about Klay Thompson. Time is not his friend. Contract year is coming up. And doesn't look good for him to get the max, or he may be a free agent. But I think Golden State will work something out. But for him to get what he wants to get with Golden State, have to agree with Mase. Time is not your friend, bro. It's almost Christmas.
Yeah. And the worst thing to see is a person with perfect form missing. You know how niggas had a perfect form, but it ain't going in. It's like, what do you do if your form is perfect and it's not going in? Pause. That's crazy. And what is it at that point? It's confidence, right?
Mental.
It's mental.
Mental.
Because his form is perfect.
And then on top of that, his form might be perfect, but his legs, pause, may not be the legs he used to be. You get to lift off the ground that he used to have.
That's why the best shooters are second shooters.
Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, you know.
Chauncey Billups.
Lingering injuries.
Yeah. Yeah, get it together, Clay. We rooting for you, man.
So this
We're gonna
time,
pray for you.
Yeah, it's Sunday. We praying for Clay.
this time I wrote down y'all's answers. So when Tuesday after the games are done, we can compare and see if you guys were correct or not. So we don't have to roll the tape. So that'll be good. In the comments, in the comments, let us know which in-season tournament game you're most excited to see, because we know we'll be watching, so we hope y'all are too. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching, and as always, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Two big necks, like when they doing them 2 for $5.